You are listening to pastthink.com audiobook. Please like and subscribe, thank you. Chapter 112. Sima Zhao tricks Zhuge Dan. Jiang Wei fights to seize Chongqing. Sima Zhao plays a clever trick. He leaves supply wagons filled with grain, weapons and other materials on the edge of the battlefield. When Zhuge Dan and his Wu allies attack, the Wu soldiers, who have no real interest in the outcome of the battle, run off to loot the wagons, leaving Zhuge Dan and his men alone and exposed. They suffer a major defeat and flee to the city of Sichuan, where they prepare for a long siege. The Wu forces occupy the nearby town of Anfeng, ready to strike back if necessary. However, the presence of Sun Quan does little to help. He orders attacks which are futile and loses the Wu good men. Humiliated and furious, he then executes the commander whom he has made undertake these perilous missions, throwing all the blame upon the unfortunate man. In the end, his oppressive rule leads one of the commanders, Quan Yi, to desert and join the Wei forces. Quan Yi also gets news through to his uncle in Sichuan, who also deserts and leads his men out of the city to join the Wei army. Seeing what is inevitable, Sun Quan deserts the army and its inevitable defeat and hurries back to Wu. Inside Sichuan, the fraught situation does little to improve Zhuge Dan's temper, and any suggestion of a different military strategy draws nothing but contempt from him. By this he alienates his own commanders, who begin to desert. Starvation begins to bite, and the defenders become seriously weak. Any complaints are dealt with severely. Zhuge Dan himself roams the streets, striking down any who complain. Such harshness only leads, of course, to more desertions. The end is inevitable. The city is stormed, and though Zhuge Dan tries to escape, he is trapped and slain. His whole family are then killed, while his faithful soldiers refuse to bend the knee to Sima Zhao, and all of them, over 300, are executed. The Wu soldiers caught up in the fall of the city surrender, and although Sima Zhao wants to kill them all, he is persuaded to have mercy, as this will be of advantage in the long run for their relationship with Wu. Then news comes that Jiang Wei has once again invaded Wei and is heading for Chang'an. It is in the year AD 258 when Jiang Wei attacks, seeking to take advantage of the chaos in Wei caused by Zhuge Dan's revolt. This time dissent arises within the Shu court at yet another plan by Jiang Wei to attack Wei. The advisor Qiao Zhou even writes a formal essay to the second ruler condemning such actions as a sign of a weak kingdom lacking in wisdom. Things are not going well generally in Shu, he says. The court has become saturated with wealth and luxury, which leads to vice and corruption. They place their trust in the eunuch Huang Hao, but all he does is ignore the due processes of rule, exploiting his position for personal gain. But it is Jiang Wei who opens the scroll and, reading this, he is furious and throws it away. He ignores all the warning signs and plows ahead with his schemes. At first he is successful, overwhelming Sima Wang, a cousin of Sima Zhao, who is commander of the city of Chongqing, where Wei supplies are stored. Defeated in the field, Sima Wang retreats into the city, and Jiang Wei besieges it. Just as the Shu troops are about to overwhelm the city walls and seize the city, reinforcements arrive, led by the great Wei general Deng Ai. Stalemate ensues, but this is broken when Jiang Wei receives news of the death of Zhuge Dan and the failure of the revolt, including the surrender of the Wu troops. Once again, sighs Jiang Wei, our hopes have become empty dreams. There is no option but to go home. 4 attempts, failure. 5th attempt, enthusiastic but failure. Can he get home easily? Maybe, maybe not.